कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविताशाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकि कोकिलम्। रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेधसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीताया पतये नमः। जयत्याश्रितसन्त्रास ध्वान्तविध्वंसनोदयः प्रभावान् सीतया देव्या परमव्योमभास्करः परमव्योमभास्करः।
श्रीमते निगमान्त महादेशिकाय नमः। For elevating the Jivatmas from this samsara sagara, from this ocean, which is a vicious circle of birth and death, Paramatma Sriman Narayana chooses to be born as Rama and Krishna. In these two avatars, incarnations, that talk immensely about Paramatma Gunam, Rama Avataram is the first. The work that describes the biography, the life history of Sri Rama by Valmiki Maharishi is Srimad Ramayanam. In Ramayanam, Valmiki has ensured that he has given a very vivid description of Rama's life. We had the opportunity to understand how Dasharatha Chakravarti, who had wanted sons, with the intervention of Rishishringa, the son of Vibhandaka Maharishi, performed the Ashwamedha Mahayajna, followed by the Putrakameshti Yajna. As a result of it, with the divine intervention, we had the payasam which was distributed amongst the principal wives of Dasharatha, namely Kaushalya, Sumitra and Kaikeyi. They received their portion of the payasam and in the due course got pregnant. After 12 months, tatascha dvadashe mase, Kaushalya delivered Rama, who was born in the star of Punarvasu. We had Bharata, who was born in the star of Pushya, and Lakshmana, Shatrughna were born to Sumitra in the star of Aslesha. These children were an exemplification of Saubhratritvam, of brotherhood, fraternity. These children grew up with extremely noble qualities, enviable qualities, and were the ardent disciples of Vasishtha Maharishi. Vasishtha imparted in them the quintessential knowledge of the Vedas, the Vedanta, as well as skills that were required for them to become very able Kshatriyas. Rama, while he was at the age of 12, Vishwamitra Maharshi came to the Sabha Mantapam of Dasharatha, asked for Rama. Dasharatha, who initially rejected this request, was later advised by the Kulaguru Vasishtha, who said that Rama has to be sent with Vishwamitra, and along with Rama, Lakshmana too went to the forest. They annihilated Tataka, Subahu, drove away Maricha, and on their sojourn to Mithila Desham, in its outskirts called Mithilopavana, gave emancipation, Shapa Vimochanam to Ahalya. As Rama and Lakshmana went by the streets of Mithila, the people were amazed at Rama's gait, beauty, and demeanor. In the Sabha Mantapam of Janaka, Shiva Dhanus, the bow that was once handled by Lord Shiva, was placed for display. Obtaining Vishwamitra's permission, Rama goes to the bow and, in order to string it, lifts it. And in the due course, the bow breaks. Janaka promises to give his beloved daughter Sita, who was also revered as Janaki, Vaidehi, Maithili, Bhumija, Kshitija, Dharanija, Avanija, in marriage to Rama. Rama insists that his father Dasharatha should approve of this marriage and asks Janaka to send an information note to his father. Dasharatha, who was immensely pleased with this news, arrives with his principal wives, ministers and priests to Mithila Desham and urges the marriage just not between Rama and Sita, but with Lakshmana with Urmila, Bharata Shatrughna with the daughters of Janaka's brother Kushadhwaja called as Mandavi and Shrutakirti. The marriage happens in grandeur. People had never seen such a divine marriage in their mere lives and were deeming it a product of their Purva Janma Sukrit, Punyam, that they were able to witness such a grand celestial marriage. While all the couples along with the father were leaving Mithila and were on their way to Ayodhya, they observed certain nimittams and shakunams which are contrary to good omen. That is, when Vasishtha says that Parashurama was coming, Parashurama says Rama should not think that he was a great person, a great Kshatriya with the best of valor until he handled the Vishnu Dhanus, the bow of Vishnu that was present with him. Rama ably handles it, forgives Parashurama for the audacity and the arrogance with which he had come, and they all march towards Ayodhya. In the forthcoming years, remember, Rama was at the age of 12, Sita was at the age of 6. They were married for 12 years and stayed in Ayodhya happily. In this due course, Rama matured from a very young prince to a very able administrator. Though he was not given the official responsibility, he was a king in the making. So all the qualities and skills that were required for him or for him that he had to possess to become the heir-apparent was being present in him, and his father had started training him. Rama exhibited qualities that were very divine in nature, and so did Sita. How do we know that? Here are the shlokas which Valmiki states. Piturajñam puraskritya paurakaryani sarvashah chakara rama sarvani priyani cha hitani cha matribhyo matrikaryani kritva paramayantritaha gurunam gurukaryani kale kalenva vaikshata ramasya shila vrittena sarve vishayavasinaha tesham atishaya loke ramaha satyaparakramaha. Ramaha satyaparakramaha. His valor was not explainable to the mundane people. Ramaha sarvani priyani cha hitani cha. He used to listen to what was good to the ears and what was good for his well-being. He used to ensure that he used to ably transfer such knowledge to the society which was good and pleasing to the ears, because what is pleasing to the ears need not be good to us. What is good to us need not be pleasing to our ears. So he ensured that his subjects got the best of it. How was Sita? Valmiki says, Tasya bhuyo visheshena maithili janakatmaja devata bhisama rupe Sita shririva rupini. She looked As if Mahalakshmi, the one who is revered and propitiated by the Devas, by the celestials, had come all the way from Kshirabdi to Ayodhya and was displaying her qualities. Sita Shrir Iva Rupini. See, she looked like Sakshat Mahalakshmi. If she is Mahalakshmi, he is Narayana. Is there a mention that they are Narayana and Lakshmi elsewhere besides Ramayanam? Yes. Purana Ratnam, the gem among Puranas, referred to as Sri Vishnu Purana, oft quoted by Adi Shankara Bhagavatpada, Bhagavad Ramanuja and Madhvacharyas in their commentaries to the Brahma Sutra, Bhagavad Gita, Upanishads and Vishnu Sahasranama state these lines. Ativa Rama Shushubhe Mudanvito Vibhushriya Vishnuriva Mareshwaraha Evam Yada Jagat Swami Devadevo Janardanaha Avataram Karotyesha Tada Shri Tatsahayini Raghavatve Abhavat Sita Rukmini Krishna Janmani Anyeshu Cha Avatareshu Vishnoreshanapayini Devatve Devadeheyam Manushyatve cha Manushi. If the Lord chooses to be Deva, she is the Devi. If he chooses to be born as a human, he is the Manush, she is the Manushi. If he chooses to be born as Rama, Raghavatve Abhavat, then Sita. Raghavatve Abhavat Sita. So even Parashara of Vishnu Purana concurs with the thought of Valmiki of Ramayana that Sita is none but Mahalakshmi and Rama is none but Sriman Narayana. Well, there is another shloka that explicitly states it. Arthito manushe loke jagye Vishnu sanatanaha kausalya shushubhe tena putrenam amita tejasa. Now, how was Rama as a management trainee? He was a trainee in the making. How was he? Sacha nitya prashantatma mrudu purvam cha bhashate. He used to speak, he was proactive, but just because he was proactive, it doesn't mean he was aggressive. It doesn't mean he was irrelevantly speaking. Mrudu bhashi, very soft spoken. You can't even recognize if he's proactive or aggressive because he was so soft. Uchyamanopi parusham nottaram pratipadyate. He never used to abuse or scold anybody. That is very much required for a person of that caliber. Sheela vriddhair jnana vriddhair vayo vriddhaischa sajjanaihi. So whom did he meet? Who was the people whom he used to move with? Sheela vriddhair jnana vriddhair vayo vriddhaischa sajjanaihi. People who had gotten experienced and old because of their behavior. Sheela vriddhair, jnana vriddhair, because of their intense and immense knowledge. Vayo vriddhair, because of their age factor. Be it they were aged people because of the number of years that they have lived, or people need not be of age but experience high enough to call themselves people of great qualities, demeanor. Next, Vayo Vriddhair. Vayo Vriddhair, Sheela Vriddhair, Jnana Vriddhair, because of knowledge. He used to move with such people. Sajjanaihi Kathayan Nastavai Nityam Astrayogantyareshvapi Buddhiman Madhura Bhashi. Buddhiman, Rama became one of the best thinkers, ideators of those days. Madhura Bhashi. Madhura Bhashi. His speech used to be filled with honey-soaked sweet words, very pleasing to the ears. In fact, Tyagaraja Swami, one of the famed composers in the South Indian classical Carnatic music, he states how Rama was. Sudha Madhurya Bhashana Sudha Madhurya Bhashana Sudha Karanana Kathamrita Muche Bahukalamu Kathamrita Muche Bahukalamu ಆಕಲಿತೀಯೋ ನನ್ನು ಬ್ರೋವುಮು ಸುಧ ಮಾಧುರ್ಯ ಭಾಷಣ ಸುಧ ಕರನನಾತ್ಯ. Valmiki says, Buddhiman Madhura Bhashi. He was very soft spoken. Purva Bhashi Priyam Vadaha. Purva Bhashi. Very proactive. You don't have to force Rama. Rama, now speak. What is your opinion? You don't have to go and ask. He would know how to voice his opinion, when to voice his opinion. Purva Bhashi Priyam Vadaha. Priyam Vadaha. Priyam Vadaha. Vadati. Speaking. Priyam Vadaha. He used to speak anything in a very pleasing way. In fact, for those of you who are fans or followers of Kalidasa's literature, you will all be aware in his famed work, Kavyeshu Natakam Ramyam Tasya Ramya Shakuntala. In Shakuntalam, we come across two characters who always accompany Shakuntala. One was a lady called Anasuya, and the second was Priyamvada, very soft spoken. So there it is a noun, it is a proper noun, that she was called Priyamvada, Strilingam. Here it is Priyamvadaha, it is abstract in nature, which means he was very soft spoken. Viryavancha Viryena Mahata Svena Vismitaha. He was very valorous as well. How was he with respect to the other facets of administration? Valmiki says it in the forthcoming verses.
Dear Astika reader, I am happy to be authoring a two-part book on the Ramayana in English. The first part is slated for release in the year 2024. The book aims to recreate and retell the Ramayana of Valmiki, conforming to the ancient commentaries and other allied literature. To receive notifications of the book release, kindly register with www.deshikadaya.org/books. Namaskaram.